Hi. Good morning, Christine. Hi, Tony. How's everybody today? Christine, how are you doing? You had a good start to your weekend yesterday. We have some more joining us now. Okay, instead of me squinting and looking, I'm just going to put my glasses on so I can see. Hi, Tara. Hi, Charlotte. Welcome to our Sunday live meditation. Are we all ready today to go in and do a little bit of cleansing of our internal organs and rejuvenating at the end of our practice today? So we'll of course give a few more minutes. It's not yet 5. We'll wait for others to join us. Do let me know, how are you all doing? How's the week been? Do let me know how things on your end. So it's been a good week. I'll just probably talk about my week. The week was busy. I had a few online sessions. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you for making this as the best part of your Sunday. I'm truly touched. So I had a good week, preparing, of course, for today's session and a few online sessions, because I've been doing a lot of online sessions for my clients. Lots of Reiki, lots of card reading, and some reflexology treatments, in the sense I'm not, of course, doing it directly on my clients, but I get a perspective of how they're feeling, and then I create a treatment plan by connecting with them energetically. So there's a combination of Reiki, and then I send them the treatment plan on a video recording as if I'm working on myself, and then they follow that on a daily basis. So that's been quite an interesting journey for me to work with reflexology in a different way. Hi Letty, hi Desiree, hi Leanne. Thank you for waking up so early, Letty and Leanne, all the way from the Pacific time. So what is it, 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. for you, Letty, right? Right, so this is good. Good to have some of us who are at the end of our Sunday, and for some who are just starting off the weekend. Hi Lita, good evening. So for those who don't know, so it's Ramadan here, and Ramadan is a great way to just sort of pause and reflect and, what should I say, cleanse from within. There's fasting, there is a lot of spiritual connection that people make with themselves. So this is quite appropriate for the Ramadan time. Hi Kim, it's actually really, hi Des, really nice to sort of go in and cleanse energetically, emotionally, and of course doing the fasting also. Hi Vidya, lovely to have you. Hi Shiva, lovely to have you. Okay, so is it 5? I think it's just 1 minute more before we start. As I was saying, I had a good week. I've been working a lot with online Reiki and card reading, and a lot of personalized treatment plans with reflexology. In fact, I should probably mention next Friday, Saturday, and the following Friday, I'm running the self-help reflexology workshop, which is over 3 days. That's Friday, 1st of May, 2nd and 8th of May, for 2 hours from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., where I basically teach the basic techniques of reflexology and how you can apply reflexology in different areas. Do go on to my Facebook page, there are all details there. Hi Shama, hi Christine, good morning. Hi Johnny, good morning. So I think we can probably start. It's 5 p.m. Right, okay, so today's meditation is all about releasing and rejuvenating. Like I was mentioning, it's a good cleansing of our internal organs. Now we all know that the internal organs play a key function in our physical well-being, but perhaps sometimes we forget that they also have an energy connection with us, an emotional connection with us. Each of our internal organs hold a specific emotion, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be connecting with 5 key internal organs. Those are I have chosen the 5. That is the heart, lungs, liver, spleen, and kidneys. Now, why I haven't chosen stomach and I've gone for the spleen, because stomach and spleen go together. And I've chosen the lungs because the lung and colon go together. I'm talking from a traditional Chinese medicine perspective. So today we're going to be connecting with these key internal organs and understand their, acknowledge them actually, send out gratitude for how they bring about physical well-being for us. Now, these same internal organs, like I mentioned, also hold certain emotions, which affects the chi or the life force or the prana within us, or the life force of that particular internal organ. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect with each of these organs, understand and acknowledge their functioning in our physical well-being, understand what kind of emotions they tend to hold, so that we can release any stagnant or non-serving emotions that we have gone and lodged into these organs for ourselves. That's because if there is no free flowing of chi and prana within us, it not only affects our internal life force, it also has an effect on our outer world. So we're going to be doing cleansing from within so we can turn up in our outer world with a higher vibration, with a higher level of chi and life force energy. There's this beautiful quote by Andrus who says, "Feel the feeling, but don't become the emotion. Witness it, allow it, and release it." So there are quite a few points here that we want to sort of reflect on. First of all, feel the emotion, but don't become the emotion. So don't own your emotion. Of course it's come up, but there is a way to process it and release it. And the processing pattern should be, first of all, acknowledging it, because we need to see that there is an emotion, because if we are in a denial, then we don't know why we are experiencing certain things. So it's about witnessing it, allowing it to come out, rather than saying, this is not mine. And the key is releasing it, letting go of it, and not making it a part of our life force energy. And that has to be with the positive as well as the negative emotions, because it's the ebb and flow of life that we have to acknowledge. Now, each of us is unique, and we all express our emotions in a very unique way. And understanding how we process our emotions is very important, simply because if you don't know how you're processing it, sometimes you just sort of don't, take some time to go through them or understand them and acknowledge, like I was saying earlier. So some of us all, I'm sure most of us are aware how we process our emotions, but in case we want to just sort of pause here for a minute, how do we process our happy emotions, our good emotions? Do we go about sharing it with others? Do we become more vocalized and we share it? Like, is the first thing that you do is pick up the phone and share the good news with somebody? Now, do we do the same thing when we are experiencing a negative emotion? That's a question to ask ourselves. There are some of us who will process our emotions through creativity, through writing, or perhaps when we are in a good space, we are more creative, we are more mindful about looking after ourselves, we have a better lifestyle. So when we fall off that, does that mean that we've gone into a negative pattern and we've not processed it? So this is something that we need to be aware of pretty much on a daily basis. What are the emotions am I feeling today, and why am I feeling it, and can I let go of it and basically have the ebb and flow of emotions coming and going? So do be aware that when I'm doing the meditation and I'm talking about a specific emotion, say in the liver or the heart, that's what the traditional format is. You could probably have an emergence of an emotion that I'm not even mentioning, but it's coming up for you. Please acknowledge it and release that. Okay, so don't go by just what I am saying today. And that should be your pattern otherwise also. After we've done the connecting and releasing and rejuvenating those 5 organs, we will then do, we will listen to a beautiful mantra, which I am going to share. I'm going to read out the details to it. I will be playing that mantra for around 10 minutes in the end. There's a certain hand position which I will also share now. So let me first talk about that mantra. The mantra is Ramadasa Sa Se So Hum, which is also called the Shushmana mantra. It contains the 8 sounds that stimulate the Kundalini to flow in the central channel of the spine and in the spiritual center. So our 7 key energy centers that run through our spine from the base to the crown chakra. Ramadasa Sa Se So Hum helps to open up and flow through all those spiritual centers. The sound balances the 5 zones of the left and the right hemisphere of the brain to activate the neutral mind, because that's what it is. We have to have that neutral balance. A consistent listening or chanting practice becomes impressive enough to permeate the subconscious, which in turn automatically influences the conscious mind. Then it becomes a part of one's deep intuitional conviction. So it really is very powerful. If you look at each of the syllables, Ra represents the fire element, which symbolizes the sun. There would be no life on earth if it were not for the sun, showering us with the pranic life force energy. The sun is the heart of our universe. It purifies and energizes. So that's the first syllable, Ra. Then comes Ma, which is the water principle, is the energy of the moon. Ma calls on the cosmos through the sound of compassion, causing the universe to become the mother and you the child. And this brings you help and healing. It is cooling and nurturing. Then comes Da. Da is the earth principle, provides the ground for action, where we all perform our 3rd dimensional living. Sa, that's the 4th syllable, is the air principle, is the impersonal infinity. When sound takes place in the external plane, it becomes A, which represents manifestation. The first part of this mantra that I've just mentioned expands towards heaven. By repeating the sound Sa, because we say it one more time, becomes the turning point. It causes the spirit to descend from above into matter in order to animate and vitalize it with healing and life. So in other words, the second part of the mantra brings the healing qualities of the superior world or the universe back down to earth. So that's how it goes. Ramadasa, and the second part is Sa Se So Hum. So all the universal elements that we tap into in the first half of the mantra, we bring it back. Okay? So after we say Sa Se, which is the totality of experience, so is the personal identity, personal sense of identity, and the last sound, which is Hung. It's spelled as H-U-N-G, but it's pronounced as Hung, and is the infinite, vibrating and real. Hung suggests 2 sounds, 2 syllables. Ha, that's Hu, H-U, which is the life of God in everything and every being. The second sound, the Nung, Ng, causes the sound in Hung to stimulate the divine glands. The sound of the breath is So Hung, or we sometimes say So Hum. The inhale is So, and the exhale is Hung. The 2 qualities of So Hung together mean I am thou. A regular listening practice of this particular mantra is not only good for practical preventative self-health care, but also it will aid in the assurance of a healthier life. It can help preserve the body and pave the way towards a positive mental projection. So we'll be listening to this mantra for around 10 minutes. Now the hand position, which is probably the key, I'm going to try and make it if I can show all of you. So basically you hold both your arms, your forearm is bent at the elbow and tucked slightly into your ribs, and the palms are open. So both your hands, you're not going to bring it in front, you're going to leave it to the side, and that's how you would hold your hands while the mantra is being chanted. Of course, if it gets tiring, put your hands down. Don't have to stress yourself out to that level. You can dedicate this chanting of mantra either for healing for yourself or to someone else who you want to dedicate the practice to, or perhaps you want to send it out to the world to heal it from the current situation. So it really is up to you. Whatever calls for you, you can send out that healing. And if you want to dedicate it today to yourself and some other day, so you can sort of have a dedication to your practice each day for a different reason. So let's begin the meditation. Are there any questions from anybody right now? Okay, I just see a beautiful heart coming my way, so I'm assuming that everything is okay. So I'm going to shift the angle of the camera, and let's begin the meditation for today. All right? Get comfortable wherever you're planning to practice your meditation today, and let's begin. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. It is recommended that you sit today for the meditation if you can, because you're going to be holding the hand position. Get comfortable. And take a few deep cleansing breaths. Every exhalation should be carried out with the intention to discharge expended energy on the subtle level. This way you clear the old and make room for a new, fresh energy. So with every exhalation, put out the intention to discharge expended energy on the subtle level. You're making the way to clear the old and make room for new, fresh energy. Shift your focus to your physical body. And starting from the tips of the toes to the crown, relax every part of your body. Relax your toes, your ankle, your feet, your lower legs, knees. Relax your upper leg, hips, abdomen, solar plexus. Relax your chest. Allow your throat to relax, your jaw to be completely relaxed. Relax your tongue, eyes, forehead, crown of the head, back of the head, your entire back, shoulders, arms, your hands and fingers. You can choose to leave your hands on your lap, or you can place your hands on the organ as we connect with each one. whatever feels comfortable for you at this moment in time. Gently take your attention to your first major internal organ. Your heart organ. Take a moment and place your hand over your heart, or just relax them on your lap. And tap in to feel the beating of your heart. The human heart is an incredible organ that plays a vital role in your body and how it works. Your heart works like a pump which pushes life-giving blood through your entire body. In your mind's eye, see the image of your heart beating. And send out gratitude for its key function of governing the circulation of blood. The heart propels the blood through the body and enfolds the spirit, maintaining awareness. The spirit is the totality of our life force. This life force is not only for our internal energy, but also for the outward expression of the chi through the personality. This continuous flow through the blood vessels nurtures the body and serves as a vehicle of communication with each and every cell of the body. Acknowledge how your heart is pumping and flowing through the blood vessels, nurturing the body and acting as a vehicle of communication with each and every cell of the body. The heart houses our mind and emotions. The heart has the pure nature of fire. It exudes warmth and light. The warmth of good circulation and the light of consciousness. The heart is considered the ruler. It is like an enlightened monarch, ever present to share its wisdom unconditionally for the good of the whole. Our fire element represents fulfillment, the total expression and integration of our being, our expansion, our maturation and development. What are the emotions you are sensing within your heart center? Are they emotions of joy, calmness, communication? Is it filled with self-love and appreciation? Or do you sense fear of being unloved, abandonment, or fear of judgment, or any other emotions that does not serve your higher good? With every exhalation, allow yourself to heal any emotions or experiences that lower the chi of your heart. Slowly shift your focus to your lungs. Take a few moments to feel the inhalation and exhalation. Observe how your lungs or your chest cavity rises and falls with every breath. Feel the presence of each inhalation and exhalation in your chest cavity. Lungs governs the relationship between the inside and outside environment. The lungs collect, mixes, and scatters chi or life force energy, instilling in it rhythm and order. The process builds up resistance against external intrusions. Connect with your lungs to observe how it collects, mixes, and scatters the chi, giving it rhythm and order, your own unique rhythm and order. The activity of respiration, a newborn's first breath, ushering its individual existence. The lungs are the metal element in us, similar to the alchemical process of transmuting the base metals of lead and mercury into gold. The same way with the inhalation, the lungs extract the essence from air, combines it with the essence from food, distilling it into pure correct chi or life force for our body to use. And with the exhalation, it does its alchemical work to expel the old, giving us a sense of openness, emotional stability, enthusiasm, and a wholesome, positive approach. Slow down your breath and focus on each inhalation and exhalation. Go a little further. Observe the inhalation, exhalation, and the brief pause in between the inhalation and exhalation. Go a little more deeper. Observe the inhalation and exhalation and the brief pause in between the inhalation and exhalation and the exhalation and the inhalation. So the pause between both inhalation and exhalation, and the next pause that comes after your exhalation before your next inhalation. This pause is the moment of stillness. This moment of stillness separates events, marking the beginning and the ending. Observe your inhalation. And then the exhalation. Observe your pause. How much of your lung inspiration can you sense? How much open space do you give the lungs to expel the old and give shape to new ideas and emotions? Keep observing the inhalation, exhalation, and the pauses. Do you feel a sense of enthusiasm, joy, and positivity in every breath? Or is there fear or suppressed anger or feelings of unworthiness? If you feel there is a need to heal any emotions that is affecting the quality of your breath, allow your lungs to assist you in this process. Gently move your attention to your spleen, which is located under the rib cage and above the stomach in the left upper part of the abdomen. So it's on your left side under the rib cage, just above the stomach. You can choose to place your hands on your spleen to feel the essence of nurturing Mother Earth within you. The raw material of food and life's experiences is ingested, digested, and assimilated to fuel the life of the body and mind in the spleen. So the entire raw material of food and life, ingested, digested, and assimilated to turn it into fuel, not only the body but also the mind. This fuel is called nutritive essence. Once extracted, is converted into an abundance of chi and blood. On a physical level, the spleen is the constant provider around which the body renews itself. On a mental level, it assists the facilities of concentration, recollection, and reflection. Maintaining the motivation necessary to sustain effort over a period of time, to bring adaptation. Everything arises from the unique organ, the spleen. The spleen gives us a healthy self-image and gives us the drive to help others, as it stems from being well-balanced and self-confident. It keeps us grounded, centered, and reliable. As you direct a deep sense of gratitude to your nurturing and dynamic spleen, gently ask if there is any emotion that could dampen the spirit of this amazing organ. Is it feeling vibrant? Is it feeling healthy with a healthy self-image? Or is it dampened and burdened with worry and doubt? Allow yourself to feel a strong bond with the fulcrum of your body and mind, the spleen. Allow your attention now to shift to your liver, just below the right rib cage. Once again, you can choose to rest your hands on the liver. Your liver, like a military commander, formulates strategy and tactics. The liver exercises authority in collecting and directing blood and chi. Like the branches of a tree, the wood element of the liver gives it the force to move upward and outward, not only ensuring free flow of blood and chi throughout the body, but also brings evenness of emotions and consistency of behavior. When the liver is disturbed, it affects an even spread of blood and qi, which results in erratic activity of the body and a volatile temperament, agitation, nervous tension, suppressed emotions and frustration. A healthy liver reflects flexibility in the physical body, gives you clarity of judgment, empowers you with creativity, brings about good planning and organization. Connect with the commander within and feel the emotions you have stored there. Is there an enriched self-image, which is balanced with a healthy dose of ideas and creativity? Or does your liver need a detoxification from emotions such as anger, arrogance, or jealousy? Move your focus now to your kidneys. The kidneys, like a minister of interior, conserves our natural resources, our key essence, the qi. That same qi can be used in times of growth, in terms of crisis, or in times of transition. It is also the source of intellect, creativity, and it stores our instinct to procreate and survive. It helps us store our ancestral origins, our heritage, and looks forward to envision our future and to create. Life is formed and develops in the water that holds the essence of the body. The kidney stores this essence. It also provides and stores essential qi for all other organs that depend on the kidneys to regenerate and to bring warmth. The kidney is like an inland sea, serene and calm on the surface, but warm and rich in minerals beneath, bringing vitality and willpower. Connect with your inland sea and feel the emotions within it. Is there the strength of willpower, courage to move forward, generosity? Or do you sense fear, stagnant energy of the past, insecurity, pessimism inhibiting you from moving forward confidently. Let's dedicate the next 10 minutes acknowledging the connection in between your body and emotions. Allow the higher wisdom within you to cleanse what doesn't serve your higher good, so you can heal and rejuvenate to live from a place of wholeness, peace, and joy. Feel your chi flowing naturally through your organs and also reflecting well-being in your outer world, a balance between your inner and outer world. We will carry out this while listening to the chant of the mantra Ramadasa Sa Se Soham. The mantra brings in the energy of the sun, moon, earth, and the infinite spirit to bring deep healing. Remember the hand position. The elbows are bent down by the sides and are tucked comfortably but firmly against the ribs. The forearms are almost perpendicular to the floor. Keep your palms flat as much as possible and facing upwards. Allow this healing to be dedicated towards yourself or anybody or any larger human consciousness that you wish to dedicate it to today. You can chant along if you wish to. I will also be chanting. Sa se soham. Da sa sa se so hum. Rama da sa sa se so hum. Rest your hands down and reconnect with your natural breath. In your mind's eye, recreate the room where you started this meditation. Visualize the floor, the four walls, the ceiling. Very gently move your toes and your feet, your fingers and your hands. Give yourself a nice stretch. Take a nice deep inhalation. And with the exhalation, very mindfully and gently, open your eyes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that beautiful chanting. It's so powerful. It always brings tears to my eyes when I chant along. So whether I chanted it beautifully or no, I don't know, but I certainly enjoy it in my heart, chanting this beautiful mantra. It's so powerful and so healing. Thank you so much for all the beautiful hearts. Don't go away, because I'm going to do our usual card reading, and I would love to know how the meditation was for each one of you. So let's start with the yes, Christine, the chanting is very soothing and calming. You're very right. I'm like still buzzing with that vibration, and I hope all of you all were joining me, because I could feel that vibration of the beautiful chant just going through my my arms and just coming out of the palm chakras. Okay, so let's dedicate today's reading. I'm going to be asking 2 questions. So once again, please support me with your beautiful energy when I'm picking up these cards. The first question, or the first intention that I'm putting out, is: what is the higher perspective or the spiritual meaning of the presence of emotions? What is that meaning, the higher meaning of emotions? Why do we have that connection with emotions? I'm going to pick up the first card for that. And the first card, the higher perspective, or the spiritual meaning of emotions, is to rebuild, to build, to use the negative and the positive emotions, what we call negative and positive. Emotions are emotions, whether they are of high positive or negative thought process. It is to rebuild, to work on ourselves, to build our character, our personality, to strengthen us and get to know ourselves on a very beautiful level. I truly believe in this saying that we are spiritual beings on a humanly journey. We are not human beings on a spiritual journey. So emotions help us to really, for our souls to understand what it is like to be humans. It's such a beautiful experience, and we need to honor it. So that is the higher perspective of having emotions. And the card is so beautiful. There's a beautiful angel, and she's got her hands on her heart, and there's a beautiful light around the heart center. Thank you, Mary. That's beautiful. And then the next question is, how can we keep our relationships with our emotions healthy? So we don't forget that the emotions are here for us to have a more heightened humanly experience. But how do we keep a healthy relationship with that? It's very important, because after all, the third dimensional living can pull us out of that higher vibration, right? So please support me while I pick up the card for that. How can we keep a healthy relationship with emotions? And again, it can be any emotion. So I'm getting asked to pick up 2 cards, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up both. Interesting. So both cards actually have a very similar meaning. One is to simply love, and that's feels like a father and a child. And the second one is coming together. And of course, there are 2. There's a man and a woman holding a beautiful crystal in their palm for the heart to grow. So it's about building connections, beautiful connections with people, and just having simple love. So our emotions help us to always come back to that key message that we've been, repeatedly getting. Repetitive messages that we get through our meditations is the ultimate message is always about love. So it's coming together and sharing that pure, unconditional love with one another. First, to give ourselves the unconditional love, and then to be able to share it with whoever we connect with and whoever we don't connect with. Because in some way, in the web of life, we all are in a very unique way connected. And I think at this present moment in time, that message is coming out so clearly, that we are all so deeply connected. We're all experiencing the same things. Perhaps the level is different. It's a little relative to each other. Some people have more blessings coming their way, and they can dedicate more time doing inner reflection, while some are fighting with just survival, and some are helping us as heroes, keeping all of us safe. But we each have come with a role, and we all have to honor our role on each level. So that was today's session. I would please share with me how your experience was with the different internal organs. Like I said earlier when I started, the internal organs, the approach to them was away from the Western medicine. It had a more traditional Chinese medicine approach of what the spleen does and what the liver does and what the heart and the lungs do and the kidneys do. So what did you feel when you were connecting with any one particular organ stood out for you more? I would love to hear. How was the experience for each one of you? Any questions, any sharing? And for those who need to leave, of course, thank you so much for joining me. And do join me next Sunday for another reflective meditation. So I'm waiting. Thank you, Kim, for always bringing your beautiful energy and supporting us through the meditation every Sunday. Truly appreciate your presence. Thank you. I'm glad you found it beautiful and calming. Thank you, Mary, for joining us and waking up really early and starting your week. That's beautiful. It brought awareness and love. That's what Mary is sharing with us. Thank you so much. And that's what it is, really understanding what love is. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you for taking this moment to, really taking the time to reflect. This is your gift to you. And I'm glad you made me part of that experience. That's right, Christine. You kind of have a deeper appreciation of each of these organs on a more subtle level, really going in there. Yes, we know how the heart functions, but a little more deeper connection with each one of them. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah. Oh, beautiful hearts coming my way. How do I make the heart? That's right, yeah. Okay, Letty, thank you. Feeling grounded and still processing all the Reiki energy. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Shalini. So Shalini says it was very soothing for her, and thank you for giving me that compliment of my voice, for my voice being very soothing and calming. First time doing meditation with organs, right? Okay, thank you. I'm glad I've evoked that thought process. Hi, Joni. Great. So understand the organs and the functions better. Much appreciated. Thanks, Joni. Absolutely, Lita. It does make us more grateful for how these organs have this amazing connection with our mind and body. Hi, Elena. Thank you, Christine. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share what I really am passionate about, and it gives me lots of joy. Okay, Lita, interesting. So you felt the liver releasing. So was it the same negative emotions that I was mentioning, or was it unique to you? You don't have to mention, what the emotions were, but were they different from what I was saying? Because, like I was saying, we all are very unique. And each one's emotions are different. Our experiences are different, but we kind of find little spaces to tuck these emotions away and processing them and releasing them so that we can be rejuvenated and have a fresh surge of life force and prana within us so that we're able to bring that into the outer world. Thank you, Lita. Thank you, Elena. Yes, I'm not sure if were you with us with the whole meditation. If you're not, please stay and do the recording. I know it's a bit early for you there. Hi, Lena. Right. I'm not sure, Lena, did you listen to the meditation, or you probably have to listen into the recording? Well, thank you to each one of you for taking this time for self-care, and I think soul care is what we all are doing together. Okay, Lita, thanks. I've just seen your message. No, it was unique to you. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. It's interesting how, yeah, it does say liver holds anger, but it could be completely different for us, and we need to honor it. Okay, interesting, Desiree. The liver function really related to what I'm going through right now. Great. So you got a chance to cleanse it, release it, and have a rejuvenation, hopefully. And you can obviously do this same meditation. I will upload it on my YouTube this evening, so you get a chance to redo the meditation anytime you want. Thank you. Oh, Lita, yeah, I know the emotions, releasing of emotions can be quite emotional, quite a process. And to be honest, I dedicated the chanting to somebody today, not to myself, but to somebody, and it did bring tears to my eyes too. Yeah. Sorry, Elena. Yeah, no, it doesn't start now. I think it is 9 a.m. for you. I think it's 10 a.m. now or on your end. So yeah, it's always 9 a.m. on a Sunday. No worries. Next Sunday, you need to be with me at 9 a.m. I hope you are able to. I know it's a bit early for people in the US. Well, thank you so much. And I look forward to another sharing next Sunday. It'll be 5 p.m. UAE time. I generally share the different timings for different time zones. So feel free to, if you're not sure what your time zone it is, let me know in advance, and we will connect. Take care of yourself, stay strong, stay positive, stay healthy, and I am so grateful for all of your presence. Take care. No problem, Elena. You can always do it at the recording now. Take care. Bye. Bye, Kim.